Today I wanted to show you how I carry. When we had our first daughter, the only gun that my husband had was a Phoenix that was a 22, and every third round it jammed, and so it was not a reliable gun. So we went to a gun shop and we got a Ruger, and it was a 9mm P95. And that one was okay, but we had some friends whose husband had just bought his wife a PX4 Storm 9mm, and it's a Beretta. And we went out on the range and tried that gun, and I loved it. And so we went and got one brand new, and it was really expensive, $650. 6-ish. But at that time we went up to the range a lot, and we went and did the competitions, the speed competitions, and it was really fun. That was when ammunition was a lot cheaper. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah.
Our oldest was a baby, and so she would go see Grandma during those times, or I would stay in the car with her while my husband was doing his, and then he'd stay in the car with her. So anyway, initially, these are actually my husband's holsters, because my father-in-law has my holster right now, and so I'm showing you on my husband's guns, and his are left-handed. I'm left-handed, but I'm crossed, so I shoot with my right hand. And this was initially the kind of holster that I had, and for carrying it was unreliable. On me, I have broader hips and a slimmer waist, and so it would cant to the side like this, which meant that in order to get my gun out, I was like looking like that. So I hated this one. And then we went and got our carry conceal licenses, and this was even worse for carry concealed, because when this turned this way, the bottom of the gun would point out and poke my shirt out. So I have strong feelings about how I carry concealed because I have children, and so my husband doesn't like the way that I do it, but it's how I feel comfortable, and that's what is important. It's safety and comfort for you personally, not somebody else's comfort zone. And so what I do most of the time is I carry concealed in my purse, and this is a Bagolini, and it's really sturdy, and it's really dirty because I don't know how to wash it without ruining it, but I've had it for 6 years, about 6, and for a little while I tried to shoot a car, K-A-H-R, and it was a 9mm semi-compact, or compact?
No, it was a
subcompact.
Compact.
It was a compact. But when I went out and tried to practice with it, it's a very small gun, and it hurt my hands so bad to shoot with it, so that I didn't like to shoot it. And in an emergency situation, I would almost be afraid to shoot it because it hurts so bad. So I switched back from a car and went back to my Beretta PX4 Storm in 9mm. I don't have anything against 45, but it's just that I don't know, it was the first one I got, so it's what I like, is the 9mm. My husband has other calibers. So I have one concealed holster, and I'll show you what it looks like. Again, it's my husband's holster, and so it's not real comfortable on me because it should be on the other side. But I'm carrying right now. Can you see it, babe? Can you see it?
Cannot see.
Okay. So again, it's on the wrong side.
Note to viewers.
Everything is empty. There are no magazines in any of the guns. So you can see that, but I have a sweater over it. The only way that I can carry on my person is if I have bulky clothing on. Now, if I were to try to cover it with a t-shirt, even if it wasn't kind of a see-through t-shirt like this one is, what do you see first? First you see the edge of the holster, and I could scoot this back a little bit. But first you see the edge of the holster, and then anytime I bend over, you see the handle. So in the summertime, I can't carry this way. I can carry in the winter if I have a sweater on like that. And it also helps to have a not heavy gun. So my PX4, so the way that I always carry, unless I feel like I'm in danger, if I'm somewhere that I really feel like I need to get to it quickly, I would wear this if I felt like I needed to get to it quickly. When I'm in town, I carry it across my chest, and yes, there are extra steps. I have to open up, reach in, find the gun, pull it out. Okay? And this one is a compact, right?
Subcompact.
Is it a subcompact? Okay. So a standard size won't fit in my purse. So And then I don't carry it racked, chambered. I don't carry it chambered. So then I have to take the time to chamber it, flip the safety, and then point. And so I do add additional steps. That does make it tedious to get to. But because I have small children that are fascinated by guns, I'm not willing to have it chambered. It's just, for me, it's just a personal preference. So, and I carry nothing else in this pocket. I have other things in these other pockets, but nothing that would poke out and possibly obstruct my being able to get my gun out. So the gun is the priority here in my gun bag, and this is my purse. So things that I could have in here would be my Leatherman. I got my Leatherman. I've got feminine products. I've got chapstick in the front, but I don't have anything in here that could catch on it, or in the back either. And most people, except for the fact that it's heavy, except for the fact that my bag is heavy, you wouldn't know that I have a gun in here. And so that's how I carry across my chest, so that I have something to reach against when I get in here. And that's it. Do you have anything else you want to add, honey? So the reason that I like this one, again, this is my husband's and it's a car. The reason that I like this one is because this leather protects your skin from snags and stuff from the gun, and I can tuck my shirt in so that I'm not actually in contact with the holster. And it rides flat in a wide panel across my body. And I don't know how to get it out on this side. The other problem is, with these on me, I always do have a little bit of an awkward draw, because the holsters next to my body sit oddly. So it makes it awkward for me to get to. But it's faster than my purse, because I don't have to get to a zipper. And I've seen the others that, like, there's a bra holster or there's a calf holster. The problem with those is that for a bra holster, anytime you move, that gun is going to show. And then how are you going to get to it? Unless you're wearing a V-neck. If I had to get to a bra holster, I'd be down here, and I'd be in danger of shooting myself if I already had that gun chambered. So you'd have to reach down and grab it and pull it out, or pull up, reach in, reach down, pull up. So how are you going to get that gun out? And unless you have enormous boobs, how are you going to keep people from seeing it? Because it's going to indent. It just will indent. The other one is if you have it on your calf. I don't know if I can get my foot in there. If you have it up on your calf, you wear it on the inside of your calf. Every time you walk, your other leg is chafing against that holster. So unless you have some really heavy-duty socks and heavy-duty pants and really tough calves, you're going to have that chafing there. And you have to drop down, pull up, get your hand down, hold the other hand with your pants up, grab it, and then pull it up. So it's more steps. And anyway, that is my favorite gun. It's the Beretta PX4. It's heavy enough that when you shoot it, it doesn't hurt your hand. We haven't had problems with misfire. We haven't had problems with jams. It's been an incredibly reliable gun. So anything else, babe? And when we started shooting, I took all the classes that were available, and I insisted that my husband, in order for us to get into this hobby, we had to take all the classes that were available. And the first one I started with was women defense. So I went in, it was women teaching me how to do it. And then a lot of the other classes are taught by police officers. And so take all the classes you can. You want to be safe. You don't want to be endangering your family now that you have these new toys. And we have a strong box. It's where we put our handguns at night. And again, I don't carry chambered. My husband has his own decisions that he makes about that, but none of our ammunition is stored away from our firearms, not in the same room, or if it's in the same room, they're stored separately in the same room. And so all the handguns that have ammunition in them are stored inside the safe box that has a code. Anything else? Are you sure? Okay. All right, we're done.